A very warm welcome to my panel and my fellow friends. Today, I and my team would like to talk about our project, which is production of bioplastic sheet from potato starch. I myself, Satish Reddy Analakimani, and my fellow friends will go through this project. First of all is our introduction, followed by our problem statement, our objective, scope of research, methodology, result and discussion, estimated cost, and finally conclusion. For our introduction, first of all is about 2019 ending, which causes COVID-19 because COVID-19 started from Wuhan, which is a city from China, and it has spread globally throughout the world. It has caused many health issues and caused a worldwide lockdown. Due to that, economic crisis causes our expenses to rise, which causes demand in use of single plastic to carry our daily needs from the supermarket or from a local store. In this case, it causes a waste management issue for our plastics because commercially made plastics are too hard to be recycled or reused again. As for this issue, plastic during pandemic time, which is our current situation, is it a protector or a pollutant? Okay. In this case, we are rethinking of optimizing plastic waste management, which we come up with a great idea.
A warm welcome. My name is Suren, son of Chandramohan. So I'm going to start my presentation with problem statement. So the first problem statement is harmful plastic production. So plastic kills more than just the people. Plastic that has been used are more likely to found on sea, which endangered sea wildlife. So the second problem statement is causes environmental pollution. So the plastic is made from toxic materials such as benzene and vinyl hydrochloride. So these chemicals are known to cause cancers, and the manufacturing by products contaminate our soil and air. So this causes environmental pollution. So the third problem statement is wastage due to non-recyclable material. For now, it's important to buy carefully, use and reuse, and find ways to reduce waste whenever possible. So these are our three problem statement. So the next is objective. We have two objectives in our project. The first objective is to synthesize biodegradable plastic from starch. So as we know, it means we are producing a biodegradable plastic from potato starch. So the second objective is to study properties or characteristics of biodegradable plastics. It means we are looking forward to study more about biodegradable plastic, which can be a solution to save our environment.
A warm welcome. I would like to tell about the scope of research. Production of bioplastic sheet using potato starch, which can reduce environment pollution and moreover can easily decompose. As we know, lot of countries around the globe are restricted from using plastic because they are really concerned about the future and the environment. As we know, there are a lot of disadvantages of using plastic, such as normal commercial plastic takes 400 to 1000 of years to decompose. While it decomposes, it reduces harmful chemical to the surrounding the soil. And moreover, in the ocean part, there are a lot of animals were dead by eating plastic substance. And based on the Google, I have to know that 90% of seabirds uh, contain plastic material in their stomach. This is the reason why a lot of countries are restricted from using plastic.
Hi, my name is Farhweda. Today I will present about our methodology. First, we will prepare our material. For our hydrochloric acid and sodium hydroxide, we use 100 ml and 8 distilled water. And then we use 60 cm3 of distilled water, 3.6 cm3 of hydrochloric acid, 4.8 cm3 of glycerol, 6.0 gram of potato starch, 9 cm3 of sodium hydroxide, and iodine. The solution is heated with a Bunsen burner for 15 minutes and mixed on beaker using the glass rod. We keep mixed until the solution becomes thick and there is a bubble. While mixing the solution, we make sure that there's in only one direction. And then, after the solution becomes thick, we place it into the top of ceramic square and flatten until thin. And then we dry it under the sun until it really dry. And then after the solution become dry, we make a test to our product. We use bioplastic and normal plastic for comparing the product.
Greetings, I'm Sylvester Silo Anak Kelly and I will present about the type of test of our project. There is 5 types of tests, that is flammability, solubility, decomposition, strength test, and test with acid and alkaline. And I will explain more about the solubility test.
Okay, in many type of tests, the first test is flammability test between commercial plastic and bioplastic that we did in our project. Commercial plastic has high carbon chain, thus during flammability test, the commercial plastic burn much longer than the bioplastic. It also produces a black smoke which indicates a incomplete combustion, and also it releases carbon monoxide. As we see in bioplastic has short carbon chain, thus it turns in a short period time and it doesn't produce smoke while burning, which indicates a clean combustion. It also did not produce any kind of smoke and odor. As we see in commercial plastic, there is an odor.
The solubility of bioplastic and commercial plastic are tested by putting them into the beaker filled with water at 60 degrees C respectively. At the left side in the slide is what commercial plastic look like after being put in the beaker filled with water at 60 degrees C. And after a few minutes, there's nothing changed in the commercial plastic, so this means the commercial plastic is not soluble in the water. And at the right side in the slide, showing what bioplastic look like after being put in the beaker filled with water at 60 degrees C for a few minutes. And after a few minutes, bioplastic became faded in the beaker and finally dissolved in the water. So, in this test, we have accomplished the result that we wanted, as the bioplastic can be dissolved in the water. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, for our decomposition test, we have a good result for our bioplastic, which is our bioplastic can be decomposed when ground, but for commercial plastic, it cannot be decomposed when plant.
For the strength test, we have tried to tear the commercial plastic and the normal plastic. For the strength test, we have tried to tear the commercial plastic and the bioplastic. For the bioplastic, we found that it can tear much faster if we compare to the commercial plastic. This because of high carbon chain in commercial plastic causes the commercial plastic to hold on strong enough and has a high elasticity. Meanwhile, on the other hand, bioplastic carbon chain does is as much lower and elasticity, and it can much bit faster if we compare to the commercial plastic.
As for our final test, we have tested out our bioplastic product with acidic solution and an alkali solution. First of all, we choose to do with an alkaline solution. We have produced the alkaline solution using detergent. Detergent has an estimated pH value around 10.8 and above. So we mix normal water and detergent and we dipped our bioplastic in the detergent. Next, we have dipped our bioplastic into an acidic solution. For this solution, we used a Coke as our acidic solution. Coke has an pH value usually around 3.4, which is quite acidic. We have dipped the bioplastic in both solutions for around 30 seconds to see whether there is a change in their physical out. We have found that there is no change in a 30-second dip in both acidic and alkaline solution. Thus, we made ourselves a conclusion. Even though a plastic bag is produced with this bioplastic sheet, it will be helpful to carry things if there is a rain, because we cannot determine rain is acidic or alkaline. Whether it's in both situations, a plastic could help them to carry their things. Thank you.
அந்த கடைசி சுருகின பாட்டை மட்டும் சொல்றதுக்கு வாய்ப்புட்ட திணறுது பரப்புட்டா சரிடா.
For the estimated cost, we roughly spend around 25 ringgit. We spend 8 ringgit for 2 kg of potatoes and 17 ringgit 40 cent for 3 pieces of cheesecloth. And for other items, we occupied from the lab. Thank you.
And last but not least, I will cover about the conclusion. This chapter shows about the introduction of bioplastic from potato starch. This production has various benefits in the plastic industries. It's because bioplastic more easily to be disposed than the commercial plastic, as the bioplastic can be dissolved in the water and can be composed in the soil. But nowadays, most of plastics produced from petrochemical compounds. There are also 3 objectives, which are to produce bioplastic sheet from potato starch, researching about bioplastics, and making a comparison between plastic and a bioplastic. This process can be used for bioplastic as an alternative for common petrochemical based plastic, as the bioplastic have a high potential to pull the interest of majority people around the world, which it is a plastic that can be disposed and might save the humanity. That's all. Thank you.